Hi everybody, my name's Abby. So I just wanted to come on here and just give you guys a little bit of perspective on what I've seen in the subject of internal communication in DS. So yeah, I'll just get started. So some things that I'd love to stay up to date on would be the first thing would be where the company is going. I love in the huddles when Trina or Sharon talk about where the company is going and what we're striving for. I think especially in DS where we work on everyday phone calls and all the nitty gritty, I think it's really important for us to see that vision, like where we're going, where we're heading, how the company is doing. At least I love to hear all that kind of stuff. So, because it makes you sound really like valued, and what we're doing is really going towards something with the company, and it's helping the company succeed. And I think it's great to hear. Another thing that I like to stay up to date on is my match rate compared to others in my team. So my team right now is the 90-day team. So I'd love to see where I'm at compared to others. And I've also spoken to others in the 90-day group, and they also would love to see where they're at as well. It's kind of like a healthy competition, but also to see where we're at and where we can improve. So yeah, and then just to kind of get a feel of each team, where we're getting more matches in PPC and A to A and partner, and to see where we're striving and where we need more improvement in. And lastly, just to see how our team is doing. So for my 90-day team, I'd love to see where we're making the most impact, where we need to, what channel we need to work on, just to kind of work as a group as well, because I feel that in PPC and A to A and partner, and that they're all working together to get to a common goal. And I love to feel that in our 90-day group, which I know at the beginning you're just trying to get the groove of things, but after a while I think it's nice to kind of work together and see how we're doing as a group. So moving on to getting information in a timely manner. For me, I feel like I've always gotten feedback or information back in a timely manner within 24 hours for sure, if not right away. I think the G chat really helps with that when I need help from a lead. A lead will always come up to me, and I feel if it's an emergency or I really need to get someone's help, if I get up and get someone, a lead to help me, everyone is very willing to help me as well. So it's very quick feedback. And like I said, even with emails, I don't think I've waited over 24 hours to get a response. So that's really awesome. So yeah, moving on to asking questions and getting clear answers in return. I think I do get very clear answers when I have questions. There's just one instance where I've been getting different answers from different people and different leads. And that specifically would be the status of the calls, specifically with no answer other and phone/address match. So I've just been hearing different things from different people on what to put for the status, which can get a bit confusing. So that's something that I think could use some improvement, but other than that, I always get clear responses, which is very helpful. And then also with the positive energy on the floor, I always feel like there's some type of energy on the floor. I love the music. I love that I sit next to the music, because when I feel tired or, maybe I just got off of a really bad call, not bad call, but a difficult one, I feel like the music really does help kind of pump up that energy. One thing that I have to say is that on Fridays, I feel like the energy kind of declines, which is kind of strange, because you would think that Fridays is like, yay, Friday, we're all ready for the weekend, but I don't know if it's because there's less people on the floor, but I do feel that energy kind of declining. So yeah, maybe some more, activities on Fridays, or I don't know how I haven't been there yet on the weekends to see the energy there, but Monday through Thursday, I always feel like there's some sort of positive high energy. And then with the form of communication that I see in my team, I think is really nice. I think we should use that open dialogue communication. I think that referral exchange, especially in DS, has really utilized that communication, and we should stick to it. I love that in like my first 2 weeks of working at Referral Exchange, I got to meet Tom, and I got to meet all the leads, and everything was very open, and my voice was heard. And I think that's really important, whether you start or whether you've been with the company for a really long time, to just have that open communication and to have that like open door policy, to hear people out in the company, no matter where you are in the company. And then moving on to opinions on the huddles. I really like the huddles. I love that we do it, every week. I would love at the end to have an open question floor for anyone that has questions or concerns or comments at the very end. Because I think last time someone in our group had a question and she never found the right time to ask that question. So I think maybe having that open floor at the very end would be nice. And I really enjoy that there's always a platform to speak, especially when we're talking about the the motive of the month, whether that's like motivation or improvement. And then you kind of give that platform for anyone in DS to speak on. So I think that's really awesome. And just kind of piggybacking off of that, I think sometimes in DS we need motivation to keep going. So maybe some motivation in those huddles would be nice, whether it be, a quote or, like I said before, just to kind of stay up to date on where our company is going. So just motivation to just keep us going, I think would be great to include in the huddles. And then now concluding with this little feedback. So what I think my team could start doing, I think my team could start maybe, I guess, coming together and talking about kind of like how we do with huddles, but maybe a huddle with a 90-day chat, and talk about what we've learned this week, what we've improved on this week, because I think the 90-day group is all about improving and getting to know the company and learning about the company. So I think it's great if we could get together maybe once a week or maybe once every 2 weeks and just come together and talk about what we've learned. That way, if I haven't learned what someone else has learned, I can, we can kind of feedback or piggyback off of each other. I couldn't think of anything that my group or my team could stop doing. I think everyone's pretty awesome. I don't know what we could stop doing. But some things that I really like that we do and that we should keep on doing is I really like that we have our 90-day group chat where we can ask questions. Others can answer. I like that not always leads answers, but, other people answer. And the leads can kind of confirm, yeah, that is what you do. And we can kind of help each other out there. And I like that we all sit in the same area, so we can help each other out also in person. And yeah, so that's all I have for you guys today. Thanks for your time, and happy Thursday.